play with the word coach. I love it. Let's danceable thought the word coach.
Okay.
So if we were playing that word association game and somebody said coach, what do they visualize? Not you, but what do other people visualize?
Tough.
Tough.
Hard.
Hard.
Demanding.
Demanding.
Discipline.
And then I think that perfectly described dance. The best is, but then they expect us to be all these hearts and flowers, right? But then I'm going to give you the other phrase that I heard you say and I thought about too. So in the, shall we say, affluent world, where they can afford life coaches, the rest of us call them girlfriends, what do you think life coaches and dance coaches and athletic coaches all have in common?
Life lessons.
Life lessons.
Life lessons. That's, I was asked once before, why? Why do I do what I do? What do I expect my kids to get and carry on from the middle school level? Do I expect them to become professional dancers? Do I expect them to dance in high school? It's life lessons. That's what my number one driving force is. Because that's what dance taught me, was those life lessons. When things get tough, you get tougher and you keep going and you keep pushing. And so life lessons.
I love it.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, keep pushing and be determined.
Yes.
So yesterday I didn't record it, but I was speaking with Harry, who was Harry Farrell, who was our guest artist for Brain Punches, and he's got he was an SMU grad, male dancer, ballet dancer. His wife is DCC and whatever. And it was so interesting because when I said what do all dancers need to learn, he didn't say any steps. It was all about the attitude and the effort and the approach.
Yes.
And so I want you to speak to our educator friends about the trials and tribulations, because your best friend, the boot, right, is not here with you today.
Not with me.
But how did you manage that, besides a whole lot of God?
A lot of God.
Yeah. I mean, I threw that in just because we are buddies.
We are buddies, yes. I do call my walking boot my best friend last year.
I laughed at that a lot.
Last year when I came to TDA, I was in a walking boot, and it was last year was the hardest thing for me, because I then had to, everybody's like, well, you can't teach. I was like, who says I can't? And so literally when I came out of the walking boot for a period of time before my surgery in May, it literally became a job for me to think about, if I want to do the small, low-level tours Italian dance with my kids, I now have to think about how I'm going to break it down to where I can still push off my foot without straining this tendon that's barely hanging on my thread. So for me, it became just thinking and breaking down. It became more about the anatomical, that sometimes we get away from teaching our kids in the public school setting, versus the actual steps. The steps were just like, we can do those all day, but it's the actual breakdown, and my kids will be like, okay, she's thinking, okay, we gotta hold on for a second. She's trying.
I bet your classes got incredible discipline out of that.
They did.
Right.
They did,
and learned a little empathy.
Yes, and there were times that I had to teach from my chair because just the pain was so great on any given day, like when the weather changes. We are in Texas. But those were those days where they had to actually truly listen to the description I was giving on how to do the step. And so it took it to another level for them, because they didn't have me there physically doing it. They had to listen to see what we were doing.